1,000 bet by Bobby.
3,000.
Raised to 3,000 by Marco.
You are my most favorite player to play.
If Bobby can fold this, I will be
Is that like that thing?
Marco is just showing the brass here.
$2,000 for Bobby to call.
Just like Chris said earlier, he's played so many garbage hands. When he does finally hit him, he's getting paid off.
Absolutely. When you play this type of poker and you play as many hands as Marco has today, you're bound to get paid off with these hands.
Call by Bobby.
You folded? Yeah.
No, Bobby makes the call and Marco wins.
Marco wins that.
I played that well. Did I play that well, Bobby?
And we will return after break. Thanks for watching.
I'm surprised you called at the end. You had a big overpair. Did you have 5?
Just a breakdown.
Well played.
I forgot this.
I mean, what do you do? It's a huge overpair of 5.
It was either that. Yeah.
Get out of there before the first bet.
Not there before the first bet?
Yeah, you get out of there. You don't call first place. Good luck, guys.
All right, I'll give you a chip count here. We got Marco in first place with 17,075. Suited Dan in second with 10,275. Corey in second with third. I'm sorry. Corey in third with 6,550. Mark in fourth with 6,400. Paul in fifth with 5,425.
1,050 is the bet.
Max in sixth with
Raised to 1,050 by Marco.
Robert in seventh with 3,200. And Bobby bringing up the rear with 500.
Bobby's searching for a spot to get his money in here.
I think it'll be in the next couple.
Well, he's on the button now,
Yeah,
so
he's on-
he's
okay.
definitely got the position. Wait in orbit, but I think an orbit is all he's going to get. I believe the lines are now 100, 200.
Actually, they're up to 150, 300.
153, so Bobby is definitely priced in to play a hand pretty quickly.
Corey with tens. And then not a whole lot else going on here. Bobby might just throw it in here if it's folded to him. We'll see. No, he's going to wait for a better hand. I don't blame him.
He's absolutely content waiting.
What did you say? Raised to 750. Winner.
Bad timing by me, probably.
750 raise takes it down.
5-6. Let's go hard.
I was saying he thought about throwing it in there.
This is the most I've ever been. Like, I'm either out or never been up to 5.
Action on Mark to act first.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that's that's the plan. Do it. Just in case I need a limp.
What's it called? What's it called when you limp and then?
Corey with ace queen here.
Bad play.
One call.
Call 300 by Mark.
Mark limps in with ace 3 suited. Marco folds a king 7. Corey's got ace queen here.
Tough on my image.
Raised to 1,050 by Corey.
Mark thinking about it.
Standardized 1050.
It's not that kind of hand you want to play out of position against one of the tighter players.
Mark folds.
Well, see, Corey's a tight player, but he definitely picks his spots to open up, so you can't really tell this late in the game. I know it's still pretty early, the first hand after the break, but he could just be coming out to steal a couple blinds.
I should have folded the 50. I knew we could have had a pocket pair, and I just wanted to make.
I was only flipping.
I knew he was going to have aces. Am I allowed to play?
Paul with ace jack. Bobby with 9-10 suited. This might be the spot.
I think this is going to be the spot that Bobby picks to put it in here.
You're the chip leader.
No, we're not.
Suited Dan is 7-8 suited.
You're in
I
first
think
place.
he's hoping to get one more caller first, and
Wow.
money says just ship it.
That's it. I will not
That's
put
right.
it all into it. How much is it?
I'm just trying to save my
$350
people.
total.
I didn't hear how much it was.
If Paul just calls here, Mark.
Is that a raise?
No.
How much is the bet?
I'm going to go watch a minute of it and see if that's what's going on with the
Come
audio.
on, man. I'm filthy right now.
Mark priced in there with an 8-3 offsuit.
I was hoping.
Paul flops top pair, suited Dan flops a flush draw.
I've never seen him check so fast in my life.
Mark hits a 3. Bobby's got a flush draw now too.
600 is that, Paul.
Been real fun, guys.
Calls.
Enjoyed everything today.
Bobby, are you going? I'll meet you at the shoe tonight.
Oh. But he was looking.
And no flush, Paul
And
takes
Bobby's
it down.
out.
You're good, Emmett.
Looks like Bobby's on his way to work.
Complete miss. Hey, Bob. We'll see you later, Bob.
Are you on the shoe?
Yeah.
Come over here. I might meet you over there.
I'll be up there.
All right.
I'll be at Tower City, actually.
I'll be there too.
What do you mean, why Tower City?
My friend is a film.
Welcome, Bobby.
Oh, the film festival.
Almost got those diamonds to hold up.
My boss would see it, but we sponsor a film, so she gets a direct.
Oh, come on, wait.
She's going to at least
Mark,
three
what do you
movies
think?
every day.
Wait,
And she went to 4 yesterday and 4 more today.
Last year,
Corey, did you say yeah,
Suited Dan and Rob.
in a film or made a
made a film.
Oh.
Yeah, last year there was some film about chess in the inner city schools, and they had me come
I remember that.
give a simultaneous exhibition up at the mall.
That's cool.
I'm trying to get a film
They
made.
both fold them.
You're trying to get a film
These are
made.
usually hands
I
us to
ordered
like a
script.
pledge.
Sure, someone in a dark.
Does it have lots of
Hello,
Hi, Bobby.
disappointed in my
Ben
room today.
Hysteric Goats?
How about them deuces?
How about the deuces?
Well,
Deuces sort of said deuces.
I've actually
It absolutely
I
does.
actually
I think it absolutely should have, but Marco was completely oblivious as to how much money you had and thought 3,000 was a good bet.
I mean, I can't say anything because he still got my chips, but it was just an unfortunate turn for me.
I mean,
That's it. Really, what it came
I
down
actually
to.
loved just the call on
Yeah.
off with the bridge.
do
He just got
do you
horribly
feel
out.
like you did something wrong in the hand at all? Or?
I do kind of. I feel like the way I played it is
Marco, is your script
kind of led up to me folding on the river. Like if I would have played it differently, then I could
actually have
have
a
did some
friend
different
who
things. But
lives
as
in
played,
LA
it's like he either
directs. I know
has.
he does commercials.
I mean, he either has me crushed or nothing, basically. He's never like, betting anything else between a full house.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
There were
I mean,
straight outs and everything.
all
Two
kind of
straights
things.
out
I mean, with
there.
him limping from the button, I mean, he could have 5-3 suited, which outflops me. He could have ace-5. He could have all these different type of hands that beat me. And I just feel like my call in the game was kind of silly.
It's like
But
it's a horror sex comedy.
we're all human, so I mean, you got to make mistakes sometimes. I can't play perfect every game.
Are you saying
You know,
this room all the way back
sometimes
down?
Why?
fall to
Saying
the
that it's
pressure
trans-
of Marco's aggressiveness.
It's multiple.
I will say this. He's made
It is
several
If I send
huge
you, will you
blocks.
react?
Yeah.
When if I
The only
get
two
it,
times he's actually had
over
games
the
against you,
summer
he
break,
just
I'll be
had.
able to.
I can imagine. That's what I figured too. So that's another thing that crossed my mind. I mean, how many bluffs does he have there too? And I felt like out of a lot of the players at the table, he's one of the ones that's kind of capable of
Writing is like my
doing something like that as a bluff, even, or maybe he has a weird 5. You know, because I had a pretty high kicker, so maybe he has a 5 himself.
Oh, he's
and
raised,
just
he's
is like
raised
value.
5-6 and 5-7.
Well, that's what I mean. I saw him, earlier with the raises. He had 5-6 and hit 2 pair and all that stuff. So I wouldn't put it past him to have like, I don't know, who knows, even 10-5, 7-5, something that's he just thinks that he has the best at.
Absolutely anything by him at that point.
So I don't mind it too much. I mean, it just
Suited Dan and Marco both with ace kings here.
I mean, the best part is you had a 20-point lead going into tonight overall, so I think it definitely gives you a little bit of breathing room.
yeah. So hopefully, I did want to run a little bit deeper just to kind of secure it, but I think I'll be all right after this game. Still.
Going out in 8th place is always kind of rough.
Yeah. What do you get for that? 12 points.
12
Not
points, I
enough.
believe.
All in and call.
We have Ace King versus Ace King. Looks like a
It's gonna
chop
be
pot.
chop pot.
I'm pretty sure that still keeps me in first, regardless of how anything happens. Because Dan is. I think he's like 20 points below. So he's only going to gain. Even if he ships it, he gets 27. Yeah, so he only gets 15 points more than me. So I don't think there's any way that nobody can pass me. It'll just be very close next game.
So suited Dan could get you're going to end up with 164 points after today. If Dan does hit the 27 points, he will be at 151. So you still have.
Saying something sucks is not helpful.
You will be in first place again next week.
Let's try to keep it that way. Game 8 or game 8 where I decide where I'm going to be.
I think you decide. Absolutely. I think at this point, Marco kind of decided tonight for him.
Yeah, he did. He did. No, I mean, it was well played by him once he hit. I mean, he kind of had already set that up. I mean, I don't know what he would have done if he didn't. That's kind of interesting to think about. But
I think it would have been probably about the same kind of play.
You think? I don't know if he would make the river shove. I think he would fold on the river to the 1,000 if he'd had night.
So I think it's a tough play for anybody to make a board like that. When you flop three guys, he's played a multitude of hands tonight, so you really have no idea where he sits. Any cards in any position so far.
It's just one of those things too that I'm out of position with a big blind hand that is kind of apparent almost. If I'm calling, like he's hoping I have a 5, especially when he hits a 2, he's like, yes, like I'm pretty sure he has a 5 and I'm about to get all this money. Because
he knows.
I'm in the big blind. I'm check calling, which I try to play it a little more deceiving, that way too. Just because the board had a lot of draws, I wanted them to think I was drawing and then I was going to punish him. But that got me punished. So.
Sometimes you hope to make the trap.
Sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah, I don't mind it though. I mean, especially against Marco. Like if I was playing against like Paul Moskowitz and it was the same scenario, I might have played a little more aggressively or tried to take the lead in the hand. But I even did on the turn, and then that min raise was very confusing. I was like, what are you doing here, Marco? Are you trying to play games? I think that's what made me pay off on the river was the min raise on the.
Oh, is this the voice where they turn you out?
But we'll leave that to the history books.
Absolutely. One hand at a time.
Yeah.
See what
Going up, 800 now.
Corey raises.
Once again, this is the kind of hand Max calls a lot with.
Yeah, I mean, at least he's in position. Like,
Yeah.
that's always
This
a good
time.
thing, but
This time he's in position.
Great flop for Corey.
You call him a lot of times out of position, like Queen 9, Queen 10.
it's a great flop if he knows that. Oh, wow.
1,500 bet by Corey.
Corey calls.
No, folded, right?
Nope.
Okay, good. I was going to say.
Yeah, and there's no way he can fold there.
I had a feeling that was going to be Max's demise. He hit the second pair.
Max was looking for a chance to get his money in, and Max drawing dead.
And we got Max in 7th place.
Kind of wish I could have held on for that, but I didn't have any chips. When you have 350 chips and the blinds are 153, 9-10 suited looked amazing.
Looking for a good spot to get
We kind of thought that might be where it was getting in.
I couldn't think of a different situation. I was like, am I going to fold this and then go to the big blind and have nothing and then have to blind myself? I was like, no, this is a perfect
In
chance.
theory, you could have left yourself with 100 chips in one more rotation if you wanted to, but that's a lot more difficult.
It was gross. Yeah.
Yeah, once you get a couple limpers in there, a hand like that, you get a chance to quadruple off.
Well, it was awesome, too. Then I had to sweat.
Mark raises to
Would have been amazing if I
725.
could have quadrupled up. That would have been the greatest.
I like to see Rob make a call.
I like to stand up and act like you had no outs at all.
Yeah.
I think even Jack likes to see Rob make a call here. And he folds his queen 6.
But I'm going to let Max get in here. I'm headed to the shoe, guys.
Good luck.
Until next week, thank you all my fans.
Bobby would like to thank both of his fans for watching today.
All 2 of them.
Jack says...
Left and right hand.
Max, what happened?
Wow, Mark.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I wasn't really concentrating tonight.
You didn't seem like you were very into it today.
And on top of that, I mean, looking at 8-2, 9-4, Queen 3, off every single hand. I mean, it was a little boring sometimes. And then every single hand I tried to play, it seemed like I just got re-raised, and so...
Yeah, Marco bluffed it once or twice.
Yeah, I knew. I figured he was, but I mean, I obviously whiffed it completely, so...
Yeah, that check raise when you had the ace-king, you had him crushed. You had king 10 off.
Yeah, I mean, I figured out, but I mean, even if he had bottom pair or anything like that, or even if he had 2s, I mean, I'm kind of drawing on there unless I really think that he's bluffing, so... And putting in a raise as big as he did the first hand, it was like another 800, I think, to call.
We got a big hand brewing here, folks. Suited Dan with ace-queen suited, Rob with aces.
Well, we know Rob's going to push his chips in and get away from the table here in about 10 seconds.
And Dan will snap call in here, too.
Raise to 900.
Raise to 900 by Robert.
It's about 3 times the big blind here.
Suited Dan may just call here. Maybe not.
21 now.
No, we're going to get it all in here.
Raise to 2100 by suited Dan.
In 3, 2, 1.
1100 more.
And he doesn't stand up. What happened?
Would you like to sip out of my kiki? Like that? Okay. Nice hand. There's 1. There's 2. Oh,
it flops 2 clubs.
Third club hits.
No, yeah, there's a case ace or 4.
Always a sweat, dude.
And Rob gets his aces cracked.
On the clubs.
No, Rob, if I didn't love you so much, I'd be laughing my nuts off right now.
That's the first time Dan sucked out the club before.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Oh, nice.
I would appreciate getting ripped out. I was pissed off.
I had to get that. All right, Rob.
You have to
If you have somebody I'm not even use it against myself until I got started like before I went up.
Dropping like flies now.
I don't know. That was going to happen. I stayed in one more hand.
We are down 5.
Wow, you suck.
Stop playing like a pansy.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do? One lock. Nope. That was horrible. Yeah.
1 minute, guys.
That was my small.
I'll tell you what, if suited Dan goes out next, there's really going to catch up.
See this is not over.
Yeah. Well, they crime bugs are sucking out.
41 seconds left in the blinds. Blinds are 150, 300.
Corey with jacks. Mark on the button with a king 10.
Cocky's his middle name.
Whoa. That's how you say that? 800. I've read it. I've only seen
I've only seen it written on the internet 1,000 times. I haven't acted. That's not. See, that's where I get mad because now I have.
Well, because
I'm gonna fold it.
you're always yapping about nothing.
Okay.
It's hard to tell.
Shut up.
Corey takes it
Hard
down.
to tell if you're in a hand or not.
You know what? Just make this noise.
When that weird noise you made earlier,
Like this.
when I was in the hand,
This.
2-4, guys.
I deserve it. Tony, I look for it, Tony. You know what?
I said, Tony got you guys some new
When you
monitors.
throw
Yeah.
Nice.
Tony got himself some new monitors.
Yeah.
Bigger than the other ones.
What are the blinds on?
Mark with kings here.
Dealer, what are the blinds on?
It's
Like some gangs.
Action on Paul Moskowitz.
Moskowitz with an ace-5 suited.
Call 400 by Moskowitz.
1,025.
1,025 raise by Mark
Marco with
Cutrapella.
Queen 7.
I think it's kicked up like 20. Wow. Wow. Nice one.
Marco's slowing down a little bit finally.
Action on Corey.
I wish you'd talk to Mark more than you talk to
I
me.
think he realizes you
Folds.
can't keep getting that lucky.
625 for Moskowitz to call.
Welcome, Ron.
Hello.
That was a little
Moskowitzian,
brutal. Yeah, that
as
was a
I
little
like.
brutal.
Nah, as soon as he turned over suited cards, I knew. I just felt I was getting kicked in the junk to clean it up.
And you definitely get your money in with the best hand, and it just
Yeah.
Moskowitz calls.
definitely not a good feeling to get sucked out of like
You know in 2 clubs. There's always oh, sorry. I'm talking
Mark
about
called the raise with ace 5, huh? See if Paul bluffs at 1.
I think.
Paul.
Yeah. Mark bets 1,000.
Paul actually made a raise earlier tonight with 70.
Paul who?
Exactly.
Wow.
And then flop trip.
Mark
Oh
shows
my
kings.
And made a huge re-raise. Mark, but he checked it, and he checked Mark bet 500. Seven to the loss, or two raise, something like that.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember the hand.
Yeah, Paul absolutely.
All you need to do is clear the board.
He
Wow.
made the huge re-raise.
And that's 10 outs on the turn.
Mark Cutrapella to act first.
We were rooting for him to show the 7.
Yeah.
Crazy. They use it in poker.
I don't know if anybody would have believed that. He might have won the whole thing tonight because I think the other 8 of us would have dropped dead. Just seeing him play 7 deuce.
Do I have to drop my money?
see Marco wins with a
Yes,
Queen
Marco
7 suited.
raised to 1,200, but took it
I don't
down.
know.
I didn't see what happened.
I don't know either.
You were about 16, right?
He said 16.
And then you folded. Okay, it's 16.
He made a verbal
I'm sorry, I was
declaration.
listening.
Yes, it's cool.
Alright.
It's over.
Well, you guys are here to help.
He won.
Everybody folded.
That's why I got confused too. I'm like,
You verbalized 16. We all heard it. We all told it.
did I verbalize out of turn?
No, Taylor, you're good. I don't think anything weird happened.
Marco confused as to what play he made.
Marco to act first.
Before it's your turn to act. I think that is the.
So, was there a different strategy going on? You were a little more passive.
He would fold.
No, I
He's
just
in, and you're
just
in,
haven't
and
been
I'm
into
gonna
it
fold.
lately.
I will not
I-
make one indication what I'm going to do.
I don't know. I was kind of looking forward to coming out here today and hopefully, playing well. But then got here and just was not into it.
Raise the
And
9.
then when I
Corey raises
early on, I
900.
had kings and there was like 5 people in or raised before me, so I bump it I think to 11 and a quarter,
Yeah.
hoping to get one caller.
Yeah, and everybody folded.
And everybody folds. Marco calls everybody with everything and chooses to fold there.
It's 9. I've heard
And then, of course, with the aces, I get a caller, which I wanted. And
Mark raises to 2,000.
Mark re-raises there. I think Corey might let this go. Yeah. I like the button raise with ace 7, but when you get re-raised,
Mark shows ace queen.
Mark shows too much.
yeah, he does. He shows a lot. Even when people don't ask, sometimes he'll show.
He always does.
Yeah.
Tony, they didn't think I could deal.
I ain't just sucking.
I never realized that.
You do your own.
this camera-
When you had your own games, you were dealing
Suited
them.
Dan's head takes up half the table.
I figured I couldn't play anymore, so.
Mark calls.
Calls with Jack 9. Marco's got 9-4 off. It looks
You're
like
like
He's gonna raise.
Heads up.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
Double down on that.
Check.
Both players check.
Double down like
And Marco
all day
gets
long. I didn't scream train it. but-
Marco bet 600. Mark
I go
folds.
train and I throw some money out. And then I get like an ace and I get 12.
I got 12 leads now. And I'm like, oh, great.
I got all
Thanks,
sorts.
Trey.
Good job, Trey.
101.
That's why we're not Facebook friends anymore.
That's when I get unfriended.
Yeah, but I always do that.
Yeah. It's because I keep accepting you.
Corey Dak first.
So who do you guys feel is in the best position to win this evening?
It's got to be Marco, I think. If he doesn't keep playing as loose as it appears he's been playing.
Yeah. I think we have 5 very distinct styles here at the table, which is great.
If I remember, Paul has got to be short stacked right now, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him creep into the top 3 and finish
Marco
the top
calls.
3 tonight.
I actually
Suited Dan checked his option.
Suited Dan's position here, being on Marco's left, with all them chips to his right.
400 bet by Suited Dan takes it down.
Suited Dan betting the top pair and straight flush draw. It's always good to have a big stack of chips to your right.
It's always good to have a big stack of chips in front of you. I don't want the guy to my right having any.
If you don't have them, that's the best spot for him to be.
Moscow stacked first.
I don't think that was the I don't think that was the agreement. You're the one getting shaded.
11 minutes left in the blinds. Blinds are 200, 400.
Remember what Phil Hellmuth said when
Corey with an
Bartolini
ace 8.
won? Does anybody remember that?
Marco with an ace 3.
Yep, he said he would shade.
Marco's going to raise here.
Raised to 1200 by Marco.
Stealing another pot. Let's see if Corey believes him.
I think Corey will at least call this. Maybe even re-raise it.
For some reason, when I look at Corey, I just see a bright red, black and red flannel shirt. Axe over the shoulder.
Exactly.
Corey calls.
He makes the call with ace 8 of clubs.
Corey Dak first.
And he flops the ace.
What did they say?
They said something about
This could be interesting with both of them hitting the ace and neither with a good kicker.
See, this is where Marco's aggression is winning the
Play
pot.
just went check,
Corey
check
checks.
during or Corey
No,
checks first.
Corey checked.
Marco's on the button himself.
Correct.
Yeah,
2200 bet by Marco.
Marco is never worried about his kicker when he hits top pair.
And Corey raises and tries to take it down here. If you can get Marco to lay it down.
3,000 more.
It's a very choppable hand.
Raised to 5200 by Corey.
Neither one of them have anything huge kicker-wise.
Actually,
At this point, yeah, not really.
yeah. I was
Oh,
gonna say,
yeah,
at this
yeah.
point,
The
it's actually-
eight's over the 7 and the 4, yeah.
Yeah. Marco asking how much Corey has left.
41 back.
Well, I know one thing. Corey's never folding.
7,100 total. Marco thinking about putting it to Corey here.
Well, if he does, he's giving absolutely no respect to the check raise, which is normally a sign of strength.
Call.
Call 3000.
Just calls. Diamond.
That could scare him. Both.
I think Corey's committed enough. Where
All
it
in
doesn't
for
matter
Corey?
Now, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
he
only got-
doesn't have a ton back.
Corey
so
has
he's got-
4,100.
He's all
See, that's
in.
why I don't understand Marco's call. If he doesn't make this call, why do you call the turn?
Wow.
Because he's going all in.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
going
you know
all in
it's
on the-
you know what he's got back. You know what it's going to cost you to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, either raise it and get it all in there, or
Yeah.
fold right away.
Maybe the diamond helped me save me.
I'd like to rethink my Marco finishing in the top here. He continues that.
I mean, I don't know. Either I'd be out-kicked or...
Action on Mark. Kuterfellow to act first.
I doubt very seriously he's check raising you on a flush draw.
Corey says mum is the word.
When the diamond comes, I can't.
Corey with ace queen. Corey picking up some hands here.
So Dan might play the 10 jack.
I don't always have flush draws.
No,
But I do.
When I do.
1200 raised by suited Dan.
I'm the grandson of this man's world.
Corey, making him think he had the flush on that last one.
Yeah.
Corey actually saying something funny.
But Corey.
Raised to 3200 by Corey.
Paul gets out of the way.
Suited calls.
Heads up.
Not crazy about that call, win, lose, or draw here, but
Oh boy.
he outflops him.
Outflops him with a draw.
Now, if there's justice, Corey will call whatever Dan does and
Corey
hit a heart. Running hearts for the flush.
2500
And I will
bet
go
by
home.
suited Dan.
Or 10. And I will go home at peace.
The 10 would pretty much guarantee a double up, but I think he'll fold here.
Corey pulling a Rob Newman. Thinking with almost nothing.
I'm not sure how to take that.
Well, you went into the tank earlier on a re-raise from Dan.
Yeah.
With an
When you tried
ace-7.
to steal a pot.
I did. I tried to steal it, and
then
he re-raised.
Yeah, and then you went into the tank for quite a while
Yeah.
with complete air.
It's never a bad idea to make him think you have something.
Five minutes, 10 seconds left in the blind. Corey is all in.
Wow. I don't see how suited Dan can call this.
It's a thing called cojones.
Wow. I mean, it's just a great play.
11,400 all in.
11,400 all in for Corey. Has suited Dan covered.
Nice
Wow,
play.
that was a
Nice
great play.
Good read.
Marco to act first.
And I don't know if Dan lays that down against too many other guys that are at the table. I think it's one. I think it was Corey's reputation, and two, I just think Dan's trying to catch Bobby in points
Well,
wise.
he can't catch him. He can get close.
He can get close. He'll still be behind.
Mark with Jack, suited Dan with an ace-4.
Marco slowing down.
Call 400 by suited Dan. Corey folds. Moskowitz folds.
Mark checking out the stack, seeing how much suited Dan has left, trying to figure out how much to raise.
An additional 1,600 on top by Mark Cuccifello. Suited Dan folds.
Boy, when Corey looks right into the camera, he's got that crazed shooter look to him. No offense, Corey, but... Alright, guys, I think I'm going to get out of here while there's still some daylight.
Suited Dan to act first.
Corey looks like he's going to try out next season for Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
Marco with 5s. Paul with an ace-4.
Suited raises to 1,200.
Suited raises with king-9 offsuit. All right, we'll see you next week. This is as close to a coin flip as you can get.
What do you got behind? $800 more to me. Call.
Marco makes a call. I think it's the right call.
Check.
Both players check.
Check.
283.
Both players check.
Check.
Both players check.
And
Pocket
Marco
fives.
wins it.
All right, guys. Have a good rest of the evening.
All
We'll see you
right,
next week.
See you in a week.
Better luck next time, Brom.
Oh, you're still in there?
Hey,
Are you wiping? Oh. You wiping? No.
Sorry, Corey.
That's what I was laughing about. They can't hear you, they can hear you the whole time. Sorry, Corey. Just in case you watch it later. Sorry, Corey.
I don't even remember because I really fun.
Hey.
All in good fun, all in good fun.
Mark with an ace-5 suited.
And Paul with queen 6. Sooner or later, I'm going to see someone play my favorite hand.
Queen 6?
Queen 6. Because when it comes, you definitely get paid off.
Mark raises to 800.
No. Thought it was a weapon.
He knew it was a weapon. He just thought it was in his pocket. He was going in a different way.
Four more.
Suited calls.
Suited calls with the 8-3 suited.
Heads up.
And flops the flush draw.
Both players check.
And now has the flush draw and an open-ended straight draw.
Both players check.
And he hits both of them.
Catches his diamonds.
Suited Dan bets 1,500.
Little does he know, he's betting at absolutely nothing. Mark can't call with a high card here.
So he takes it down.
I think that's one of the rare occasions where Mark doesn't see bet, and it was a good spot not to. Dan's going to call with the flush draw, and then when he picks up the straight draw on top of it, he's absolutely going to call a turn bet.
Blinds are 300, 600.
Nice. He loves the ace.
You hit it every which way.
Suited with an ace-10, Corey with 3s.
It's like Marco on the button with a queen 5 suited.
600 play now.
Raised to 1,200 by Marco.
Well, myself, 5 to 6 handed, I do like to raise.
Suited
on the
calls?
button. This is definitely where I open my position up a lot. There's a lot of cards that I'm going to see flops with this late.
Corey calls. 3 players.
Corey calls with the best hand, but odds of it ending up the best are
All 3 players check.
not always the greatest. And Marco hits his 5. Corey gonna bet the 3s now.
$2,400 bet by Corey.
That's a hard call with the 5 now.
Well, I think he feels like with everybody checking, the 8-9 king flop didn't help anyone.
Right.
Now, in theory, someone could call here and represent a heart draw.
Marco calling because he's got 4th pair.
Marco calls.
Let's see.
Marco calling correctly.
Oh, yeah.
Corey checks.
Check shows
Yeah.
weakness like he didn't hit his hearts. This is a great time for Marco to bet. Corey definitely gives up permission, or that. gives up the lead in this hand.
4,500 bet by Marco takes it down.
Good bet there by Marco.
Mark Cuccifello to act first.
What's that?
I think if
Mark
Corey,
Cuccifello to act first.
I think if Corey bets there, that's a really tough call with just a 5.
Yeah, but when he checked, he gave.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Raised to 1,800 by Marco.
Marco raises the 10-6, which probably take it. Paul folds a Queen-8 suited.
Marco takes it down.
Marco betting a lot of hands in late position now.
That was fairly early position.
Marco to act first.
I guess in this case it's a little bit of both.
Mark with ace-jack, Marco with ace-3, Corey with ace-6. Marco folds it. I think Corey will, yeah. Corey's been raising aces on his butt, and I think we'll see. Oh.
Corey raises to 1,300.
Let's see what Mark does here.
7 Mark.
Mark calls.
Mark just calls with the ace-jack.
Heads up. Check.
Corey bets. Let's see here.
15's the bet.
1,500 bet by Corey.
And Mark shows that he folded the best hand.
There's $100.
12 minutes, 42 seconds left in the line.
In the blind like have you been doing any good practice with the shoot?
Two Dan to act first.
Corey with an ace-9 now.
He really is a good conversationalist. I'm a bad one. He does fine. I don't talk to him.
Raised to 1,300 by Corey.
I tried to hit.
Marco with
Marco.
10-4. And Marco calls with the 10-4 suited.
Correct.
And flops a 10.
The players check.
Oh, that might cost Corey a little bit there. He hits the 9. Marco's got the 10.
$2,000 bet by Corey. Marco calls 2,000.
And Marco has 2 pair now. Calls with the 10-4 and gets 2 pair.
2 pair.
Marco takes the pot. Corey to act first.
I'm going to go off the playground. We should have like a fan vote.
Oh, that's all 5 of them.
Come on. The fans might
fair
have fans.
Do you think he has that many, Train?
I'm
Mark with the King 9.
Mark raises to 1,500.
Marco with Queen 7 offsuit.
Takes it down.
Little penny, if I didn't know.
Moskowitz to act first.
Hey, what about the Indians?
The what?
Indians. They've been doing good.
Have they?
Yeah. Nobody's following baseball?
Aren't they on a 3-game losing streak?
They won.
No.
Oh, they won
They're
today?
500.
Yeah, they're 50-50.
We'll start it off.
They're 2-2 and then...
They won.
Marco with ace 8. Corey with deuces. Suited Dan with Queen 5 off.
No, baby. With a very low ERA.
Sure we'll see Marco raise here.
Raised to 1,800 by Marco.
Freaking batting practice today.
I like Corey's fold there with the deuces. It's such a hard hand to play.
It was like second inning and then like 3-run home.
Mark Kucherfellow to act first.
What's up in the mark? Come on, I have it now. Dude, I just let my daughter cry all day long. Like, she doesn't bother me.
Corey with an 8-9 suited. Paul with a 4-6 suited. Everybody's got some hearts.
Get a mop and bucket.
1-5. So you need to throw the white.
1,500 bet by Mark Kucherfellow. Folds over to Corey.
Corey with an 8-9 suited. Folds. Paul with a 4-6 suited.
It's the ace jack moment.
Oh, man.
Sorry. It just struck me right in my head real quick.
Lost every hand.
Paul taking forever to decide whether to call with the 4-6 suited.
Why do you have to touch me?
I was touching the shirt the other day. What did you show?
Did you say you're too sexy for your shirt?
My biggest card is 6.
Oh. Pair of 6.
Oh.
Do you have 2 6s?
What are you saying?
Did you have 2 6s?
No.
5-6 suited?
You said
I
that
would have folded pocket 6s there?
You might
You
have.
said your biggest card was a 6 and you sat there and thought that long.
Then you had 5-6 suited or a pair of 6s. One of the two.
Suited Dan with an ace 8 off.
Well, I mean, I would have liked to see him fold.
Action on Dan.
Mark wanted to make sure it was this one.
Maybe it was Howard.
Big battle, Mark.
You flop suited.
Suited Dan all in.
Suited moves all in.
No.
It will take it down.
How many were we?
38.
I believe. Was it Paul that asked for the count?
Nobody asked, I just gave it.
Okay.
38-25. Yeah.
Good bet.
Took it down.
Good, nice jack.
You're ahead. Good fold this day. You were ahead.
My 26 was ahead.
No, that was not ahead.
Mark, very relaxed.
Alright, I'm going to create an aura with the dealer. We are one.
He's doing something with
We
your
are one. Me and the dealer are one.
I get it. I heard oral with the dealer.
See?
That may help too.
Costs a lot more than $1.
Suited Dan with another ace here. Let's see if he shoves with the ace deuce.
Action on Dan.
No. Ace 8 shovable, ace deuce.
I really know what I should do here.
He's also under the gun here, so it gives him
because I was one with the dealer.
Mark limps with Jack 5. Marco has 4-5. Yeah, it's about time Marco made a crazy raise.
Marco raises to 2,000 on top, and
I did.
Mark
I
folds.
got the trade hand. That was bizarre. Like that. I know. I should have.
Did I push that button?
Did he have 8-3?
Yeah.
That's my small. My small.
Yeah, I did have 8-3. Let's see. I need to do one with somebody else now.
Somebody else's favorite hand that's legit. Sure.
Mine's aces.
I know. That's so freaky.
Next on Corey to act first.
I know the flop was gonna be 8-8-3 too.
I know it was.
Marco with ace king, suited Dan with an ace 4.
Oh god.
I think we're gonna
See if Marco raises here.
Marco calls.
Suited might shove here since he's limped.
Suited checks.
Just a check. Wow.
Both players check. Both
Suited
players
with
check.
the flush and straight draw.
Ace king.
Good, I think.
My 3 would have paid off.
And Marco takes it down with ace king.
You don't try no more money. I didn't want to. I was nice. I was
4 minutes.
Marco played that pretty good. I actually thought Dan would shove there with the ace when Marco limped.
Yep, that's what he was waiting on. He was waiting on me to make a move.
What?
Almost with Jack first.
If a diamond hit the river, I might have got paid. That was dirty poker.
If an ace at the river, I'd have got that. Yes, I think so.
What do you think, Paul?
I actually like your black one.
Paul with aces, Mark with 7s.
1,075 million all in.
Paul is all in with
I got
1,075.
1 million.
3 million went home. Early.
What does Mark do here? Just calls.
Mark calls.
Marco with 9-5. Calls.
Marco calls.
That's part of that.
Small big blind fold.
Should have known.
You two are live.
Two are live.
Mark and Marco still live. Both players check.
Marco with a flush draw.
Both players check.
Mark with pocket 7s. Marco got there with the 9-5.
Check.
Flush. Good check down.
That's the problem with blinding yourself down so far. You can't defend your hand.
Protected your pre-pump by shoving.
Yeah.
Paul out in 5th place.
Lost a lot of money. Come on, that was a tournament poker play. Right there, that was tournament poker play. Oh, Paul has even more now. That's, we played the tournament poker.
Is that even possible?
I was going to say, I don't think it's possible he could hate you anymore.
Are there enough cards?
Am I really that big an asshole? Yes, I am. BJ, any comment?
Don't worry, here's some here.
Corey
Not a lot
with
of
3s.
That's rude.
Sorry, Paul. That was.
Welcome, Paul.
I gotta listen to this.
No, that's not unlucky. No, you blinded yourself down so far you couldn't protect your hand. That's not unlucky.
Suited Dan all in.
He couldn't throw one red card out there.
Well,
when I
I
asked
mean,
for it. No, sir. Then I got over 3,000. I got some. Then I can start pushing. I have.
you had 3,000 before.
I got.
push.
I ran into like 3 or 4 hands with Mark where.
3,825 all in for Suited Dan.
Semi-decent hands that I wouldn't normally call with, but
Yeah.
I
Corey
couldn't
calls.
hit a flop on any of them.
Yeah, Marco bluffed you several times tonight.
Marco bluffed.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he was betting he was raising it,
Oh, yeah.
90% of the hand, so I know some of them are bluffs.
Suited Dan shows Jack
Almost
9.
all of them.
Corey shows
Yeah,
3s.
no, I'm just telling you. Yeah.
But,
One player at risk.
he was the last one I wanted to give chips to, too. I'm sorry I even went out. But, I was calling for the red card on the river there because I knew somebody had clubs.
Jack or 9.
Yeah, it
As soon as there were,
happens.
suited Dan
And
eliminated
suited
in 4th
Dan.
place.
Fourth place.
Who took him? Corey
pocket threes.
Oh, he hit a 3 on the board?
No. Dan moved all in. Jack 9.
In the threes.
Last time before break.
No, I knew I had no fold equity there, and
Right.
I did have two people fold that hand. I was actually glad. I think that the 2 blinds were in. I just didn't want to see anything drawn on the board.
Yeah, Mark had pocket pairs.
I mean, that's
he's going to call you, and then Marco's there.
Yeah, because I know. But I could have had 3,000 there, and I think I still would have had 2 callers. Mark would have called with 7s, and Marco would have called just.
I don't know if Mark could have called with 7s. He didn't
Mark calls
or fold with his chip stack. I don't think he can just.
Oh, after this hand, we're on break.
I had no problem waking up with aces there.
Oh no.
Robert went down the same way.
Straight draw.
You just got to dodge some bullets. And
600 bet by Marco. Mark folds.
And we're on break.
On break, guys.
I just, there were so many hands I probably could have got it in with soon.